Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney. If you're returning, welcome back. Today we're getting into Star Trek: The Next Generation Season 1, Episodes 13 and 14. But very quickly, if you're supporting over on Patreon, thank you so much. And if you're watching this video with military affiliation, thank you so much for your service. Now guys, we're going to get into Episode 13, and I hope that you guys enjoy.
Our last assignment has taken us into the remote Omicron Theta star system, home of our android crew member, Lieutenant Commander Data.
Ooh.
In the hopes of unraveling some of the mystery of his beginnings.
That is exciting. I love that.
Wonder why Data hasn't come up here.
He said he wanted to be alone. Perhaps this is a bigger moment for him than we thought.
Probably. Are we having a panic attack?
Data! Chew!
He's practicing sneezing.
But humans still sneeze for other reasons.
This is true. Allergies.
How can you be practicing something like sneezing when we're arriving at your home planet for the first time?
But I also find sneezing interesting.
Chew!
Keep working on it.
Confirming class sim reading there, but the sensors aren't showing any life readings, not even vegetation.
Whoa. Really?
Do you want to take her into orbit, Data?
No, thank you, sir.
Are we not at the right place? No, I think this is it.
Do the memories you have include farms, Data?
Affirmative, sir.
Data, I don't understand how you can hold the memories of 411 people.
Actually, I'm quite deficient in some basic human information. Sneezing, for example.
Sneezing.
We're back to this now.
Mr. Data, welcome home.
Something's a little off.
We have found Data's home to be a completely dead world, down to lifeless vegetation.
I mean, he is an android.
This looks like anything but farmland.
This once was rich farmland. I'd say something like 20 to 30 years ago.
I was discovered 26 years ago.
Okay, so that adds up.
I was found 20 meters in that direction, sir.
Ooh.
Data, any idea at all why you were given the colonists' memories?
Was there like a plague or something?
This is where the cruiser's landing party found the signal device that led them here. And they found me, lying there.
That is very specific.
They believed the signal device sensed their presence and activated me.
Then this very spot was your birthplace.
Yeah, literally.
There are signs of it being constructed in a hurry, as if to hide something here.
Ooh.
This awakens a memory remnant of how the colonists hoped to remain hidden, but their fear of being discovered led to their storing information in me.
Oh, he found the button. Does this ring a bell? Wow.
No life readings in here either, sir.
This is pretty cool so far. Now I'm going to keep that thought to myself. Never mind. I thought we were going to find a bunch of, like, Data replicas or something.
Does this stir any memories, Data?
Only a vague impression of some of my functions being tested here. It depicts something that feels familiar, sir. And dangerous.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Dr. Noonien Sung, my friend, happens to have been Earth's foremost robotic scientist.
Well, that explains Data.
And then when he failed completely, Dr. Sung disappeared. Now we know he went somewhere else to try a second time.
Ooh, there's something in there. Ah.
Data. It's you.
It is him.
How many more Datas are there?
So there are.
Commander. Can this be another me?
It could be.
Or possibly my brother?
I honestly don't know, Data.
His evil twin.
He needs assembling.
We don't know that this can become alive.
It is very important for me to know that, sir.
I could see this possibly backfiring.
We'll take it back to the ship with us.
Well, at least nobody fought him too much on it. I mean, everyone seems to be agreeable.
Do you believe he can be made to function?
It appears to include all the components in your body. Not that we fully understand your construction either.
I can see that.
Without disassembling you, of course, if we should need more to...
If we should need to compare this with the way you're put together,
Okay, at least he's agreeable.
You were just saying, Data, that if your duplicate functions, it may answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, since it's been down there longer than Data.
If it feels awkward to be reminded that Data is a machine, we are merely a different variety of machine. In our case, electrochemical in nature.
I like the way that you're explaining this. Very nice.
Why was I given human form?
To make it easier for humans to relate to you. Had to be.
You certainly operate as well as we do, Data.
Better in some ways, sir.
This is accurate.
Could be just a child's imagination, but several children did similar drawings.
Something must have arrived to the planet and hurt people. Yeah, too many of those drawings are too similar.
It operates almost as a switch.
And these small projections?
They time how long I remain unconscious.
Oh, that's interesting.
If you had an off switch, Doctor, would you not keep it secret?
I would. Folks would use that as an advantage.
Yes, notice the microcircuitry here.
Wow.
And here. And another fibroid-like connection here.
Okay, this is actually really cool.
I wonder which of them was made first.
He was.
Ooh.
But they found him to be imperfect, and I was made to replace him.
Oh, wow. Well, shut him down. Send him back.
You may call me Lore.
Imperfect could mean that I lack certain abilities he possesses. And you're referring to him as it suggests that I too fit into the category of a thing.
Yeah, be careful.
My apologies.
Gladly accepted, sir.
And you have about equal physical strength and mental abilities.
I believe so, sir.
That means that he's not 100% sure.
That my loyalty is to you. And Starfleet. Completely.
Good.
I was certain of that.
And helm control is here, with the ship's heading being given in measurements.
Why are y'all showing Lore this?
Which separates it from another full 360-degree circle this way.
Y'all, I don't like this.
And the square of a hypotenuse of the right triangle
is equal to the sum of the square of the other two. Something.
Oh, jeez.
Have I committed an offense?
You will find that there are many rules on starships that must be learned.
And y'all know them, so why is he here?
Because I was designed to be so human, my brother. I enjoy pleasing humans.
My brother. That has a nice sound to it, Data.
You consider it important to please humans. It's not important? There are many things of importance. Some more than others.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Do you realize that Commander Riker's hypotenuse question tricked you into showing your knowledge was greater than you were indicating? You tend to underestimate humans, my brother. He has a child's body, but we have found him to be much more.
Yeah, he's quite intelligent.
I pledge to be worthy of your teaching, my brother.
I feel like he's telling him too much.
Try not to be jealous of my abilities.
That was very telling.
Everything available on a Dr. Noonien Soong. Good old often wrong Soong. A joke, brother. Actually, he was a genius by human standards.
But not by yours?
Wild promises about his positronic brain design. Promises he later proved to be true. Will I soon have a uniform like that, brother? It will mean 4 years at the academy, another 3 as ensign.
Okay, don't give him the same outfit.
Suppose it could reflect thousands, or the knowledge of hundreds of millions of life forms of every kind.
See, he keeps doing that with his face.
Yes, I lied when I said you were made first, but with good reason. He made me so completely human. The colonists became envious of me.
What?
Until they petitioned Soong to make a more, less perfect android. You, brother.
Oh no. Data, read the room.
Haven't you noticed how easily I handle human speech? I say, can't, or isn't, and you say, cannot, and is not.
I didn't even catch that.
I say potato, and you say potato. A very old joke.
It is quite old.
But then you also have trouble with her humor. Am I right?
He does. We saw that early on.
I can help you become more human. And do you realize, Lore, that I am obligated to report all of this to our ship's captain?
Yes, hurry up.
I assumed as much when I began studying you. May I use this to learn more about this vessel and its customs?
No.
Use it also to describe for the captain the time you spent among the colonists.
Data.
I promise a report of great detail and accuracy.
He's about to lie.
I have more than I've dreamed possible, brother.
Poor Data. Well, at least they know about the off switch, or at least the doctor does. I hope he has that too.
Our computer has constructed the image of a great crystalline entity which feeds on life, capable of stripping all life from an entire world.
Oh, that explains how they were all wiped out.
And Data wasn't yet alive at that time.
Which explains why Data could be left outside in no danger from that creature.
Okay, I guess that does make sense.
How believable do you find that crystal thing?
So little of even our galaxy explored. I find it at least possible.
I mean, given everything that the original crew went through, it's believable.
You're watching everything he does, Data?
It's the act of a Starfleet officer obeying his captain, Doctor.
Amen. Say it again. One more time for the people in the back.
Speaking strictly as security chief, how much can you trust Data now?
Data's not the problem.
I trust him completely, Lieutenant. But everyone should also realize that that was a necessary and legitimate security question.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll give her a pass. Now, what are you up to?
An ancient ritual still practiced when they observe events of importance.
Data, don't drink that, please. Then he's gonna steal his outfit.
I toast our discovery of each other. May it fill our lives with new meaning. I have some doubts about the value of human customs.
Can't you send out a distress signal? See, he discovered Data's weakness of wanting to be more human.
And let us toast also the great crystal entity with whom I learned to communicate.
What do you mean, sir?
Before Dr. Soong disassembled me, I earned its gratitude by revealing the way to the colonists. Can you imagine its gratitude when I give it the life on this vessel?
Oh, you are sick. How are we gonna get out of this one?
I show Commander Data transmitting on a subspace channel.
Wesley, would you look in on Commander Data discreetly?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Wesley. Y'all are like super close, so you should be able to know that, that's not Data, that's Lore. Please have a secret handshake or something.
Glad you were here, Wesley. Lore suddenly attacked me and I had to turn him off. He discovered we have been using sensors to follow what he does.
Oops, see? The twitch.
I practiced his facial tic. Do I have it right?
If you'd said we've been using the sensors instead of we have, I might have suspected you were Lore.
Come on, Wesley. Wesley is way smarter than this. Ugh. And now he's gonna fix himself. I will admit, Lore's good. Wesley is sitting down, never mind.
Tell me again how Data said he immobilized Lore.
He told me he just turned him off, Mom. Doctor.
Did you or did you not swear me to secrecy about your off switch?
If I cannot trust the bridge crew, whom can I?
Come on, y'all. Figure it out.
I can't believe anything's overtaking us this fast.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Come on, that's not Data.
I recognize it, sir. It's the crystal image Laura described.
Yeah, the one that kills people. Oh, it's right there. I mean, it is kind of pretty.
Captain, recommend that you do not let him roam the ship freely.
Wesley is simply showing himself to be alert and responsible. Something to be encouraged.
Lore, shut up.
I've guided his training, sir. I'm the one at fault. You will show the proper respect. I will accompany you down there to make certain of it.
Now, y'all know Wesley doesn't act like this. Well, at least for no reason.
Notice the same twitch, even though he is unconscious? We may have problems if he senses someone else is near.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Lore. Oh, I have a few questions to ask you. He senses you. I cannot control him if you stay. Please, I will record everything he says.
No, no.
And you want to be as stupid as them, dear brother?
Oh, no. Oh, I vote that we put Lore in the transporter room and just send him out into space.
It was Laura, sir. Same facial twitches that we've seen all along, lying unconscious on the floor exactly as Data had described.
Or is it Lore pretending to be Data and faking it all?
Thank you.
Deflect your shield's holding, sir.
No, Captain. Let me talk to it.
You didn't say you could do that.
See? Thank you. Come on. Y'all better put two and two together.
Open hailing frequencies.
Ooh, y'all getting on my nerves this episode.
I identify myself as Data. The humans here are powerful, capable of injuring or even destroying you.
Now I call that communicating.
I call that suspicious.
Permission to use the large transporter in cargo room 3. There I can beam up some living pattern. Our ship's phasers will then blast and disintegrate it, proving we are dangerous.
Make it so.
Sir?
Do it.
See, look, Data would have known that. And why do I feel like he's gonna send Data out there?
I know this may finish me as an acting ensign, but
Shut up, Wesley!
Oh, Captain Picard, you've lost your mind.
Shut up, Wesley.
Mama, get him.
And since I am finished here, sir, may I point out that...
Shut up, Wesley.
Mama, no.
Everything that I have said would have been listened to if it came from an adult officer.
Right. I agree.
Request permission to return to my quarters, sir.
Agreed. Doctor, go with him.
You're putting me off the bridge.
Unfortunately, my darling.
I'm asking you to keep an eye on your son during all of this, Doctor.
Y'all gonna feel stupid later.
Emergency close.
Worf, stay with it. Dang. I mean, Data is strong, but I didn't think he was... Well, never mind. I guess this does add up.
It's Data, Mom. I heard you know how to turn them on.
This is very serious.
So just tell me to shut up, Wesley, and I will.
I will function sufficiently to stop Lore, Doctor.
Well, at least they believe that he is Data.
Next, I will signal that I'm about to transport something out, at which time the deflector shields will turn off for a moment, and if you move in at that time,
I'm surprised he didn't sense him sooner.
You make me wish I were an only child.
Hey, we understand it, Data.
Then why this marvelous gift? The troublesome little man-child.
He is not troublesome. You take that back.
If you take one more step towards my son.
There you go, Mama.
Motherhood. Back off. Do you see now the advantages of being completely human? It includes kindness.
Lore, go away.
Go. Quickly. And I may not injure your son at all. A small payment for your son's misdeeds.
Don't you dare. Oh gosh, he is terrible. Wesley, can't you, I don't know, alert the bridge somehow?
Wes! The transporter! Wesley, now!
Ooh, good. Oh, I hope it didn't hit him. Y'all are too late.
Lore's gone, sir. Permanently.
Now apologize.
Captain, the crystal thing has begun to move away.
Data? You all right?
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
Then get rid of that damn twitch and put on the correct uniform. Ensign Crusher, you able to return to duty?
Yes, sir.
Then do so and let the bridge know that all is well down here.
Aye, sir.
All right, that's good enough.
It's gone, sir. Without Lore, it had no way to reach us.
Number one, have you ever considered whether Data is more human or less human than we want?
I only wish we were all as well balanced, sir.
Agreed.
I do agree with that too. Personally, I think Brent did an excellent job playing Data and Lore. He's a great actor, obviously, but like getting to see him portray Lore the way that he did, I thought that was really, really good. Overall, I thought that this was very entertaining. I loved getting the opportunity to see Data's home planet. I know that, again, with season 1, they kind of laid the background for the different characters. So it was really cool getting to learn more about Data, learn about the person who created him. And when I said, is there going to be another Data? I really didn't think that this is where this was going to go. And then when we found a second Data, I thought, okay, so this is probably going to be one of those like evil twin situations, which was very accurate. I do appreciate all the things that, even though it was extremely annoying, I do appreciate all the things that Lore did to try and cover up everything and make himself seem like he was Data. But obviously in the end, it did backfire. Poor Wesley. I really felt for him because I get it. he knew that Lore was pretending to be Data. And again, it's the whole thing about, you're a child and you don't know what you're talking about. We've worked with Data for way longer. We know him, his mannerisms, things like that. But deep down, I just kind of wish they'd, and maybe it's I wish that they would let this child just talk, but I get that, like, him just talking without asking for permission and stuff like that, like, I get it. He still needs to make sure that he minds his P's and Q's on the bridge, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, when we're dealing with stuff like this, it can just get really frustrating. I'm glad the crystal didn't kill anybody. And again, I was under the impression that all these drawings, they came across more so as maybe like, at first I was thinking, was it like a supernova? But then again, if it were a supernova, wouldn't the whole planet have been destroyed, not just the life on it? So I knew that the way my brain was trying to wrap itself around everything, I wasn't going to get it correct. So seeing that it was this like entity that sucked the life out of everybody and killed everyone, I'm glad that it wasn't able to do that to the Enterprise. And again, the only thing I could think of with getting rid of Lore was what they did, throwing him into the transporter and like sending him out into space. That's the only thing I could think of. And that's what happened. Overall, I thought this was really good. I'm very excited to see what the next episode has in store for me. So let's just get right on into it.
As feared, our examination of the 7-year overdue Federation freighter Odin revealed no life signs.
Ooh.
3 escape pods were missing, suggesting the possibility of survivors.
Well, let's see who we have.
It is governed by a parliamentary body consisting of 6 elected mistresses and headed by a female they refer to as the Elected One.
This is about to get real interesting.
Klingons appreciate strong women.
Oh, we know. We've seen.
A Federation vessel last visited this planet 62 years ago, Captain.
As this is a female-dominated society, you might wish to make the initial contact.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh, let's see what you got.
I am Beata, the Elected One. How may we assist you, Counselor?
The Federation has neglected to visit your planet for far too long.
A diplomatic courtesy call is neither expected nor required.
Oh, what are you hiding?
We also come in search of possible survivors from one of our freighters.
A brief visit will be tolerated.
She was a little too quiet there.
Ever feel like you're not really wanted?
Oh, yes.
Where are you fellas off to?
Our ski instructor has us scheduled for the Danubian Alps.
Ski instructor.
The holodecks have all you'd ever need.
Oh, that's true. Y'all have fun.
Starfleet's hope is that one day this world may become part of the Federation.
We'll do our best to make a good impression, Captain.
We have reason to hope that survivors from a damaged Federation freighter may be marooned on your planet. We are seeking to learn if this is so.
Even a world as remote as Angel 1.
That was a yes or no, ma'am.
Searching the galaxy for survivors seems a petty task for one of their mighty vessels.
Excuse you?
We don't consider even one survivor petty.
Right. Thank you.
Is this man implying that we put a lesser value on life than you do?
We're implying that we want you to answer the question.
And if you find any survivors, what then?
We would take them with us.
We'd take these strangers at their word.
What else will we be doing?
Are there survivors from the freighter Odin on your planet?
Yes or no?
I'm not prepared to answer.
So that's a yes.
You will remain here until summoned.
The men have on interesting outfits.
There was much fear in that room. I sense they were all not concerned for the same reason. Undoubtedly, there are survivors from the Odin on this planet.
I mean, we figured that.
What do we do if they deny the existence of survivors?
Let's not look for problems.
Well, you may not be looking for them, but they're here.
I want all departments to prepare for a Warp 6 trip into the neutral zone as soon as the away team completes its mission. Romulan battle cruisers have been detected near one of our border posts.
Here we go.
They've requested our assistance as soon as...
Now, wait a second now.
Report, Mr. Crusher.
We finished our ski lesson, sir, and it kind of just happened.
What does that smell?
Slightly reminiscent of night-blooming Throgni, Captain.
Who?
From home. Quite stimulating, wouldn't you say?
No.
I don't smell anything. A little congested. The snow.
Don't let this just happen again, Mr. Crusher.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Captain Picard, laugh a little. Ooh.
It's called perfume data.
The purpose of which is...
Make it smell good.
An aphrodisiac is something used to stimulate or enhance sexual pleasure.
Yes.
The elected one will see you now.
And they just smelled something interesting on the Enterprise.
You claim you intend to remove these survivors from our world. Are you prepared to give your solemn word on that?
Of course. All we want is our people and leave.
There are 4 survivors from the ship you call Odin. Unfortunately, their hiding place has long eluded us.
Hiding place?
So, really? We could have been looking for them.
They're fugitives on Angel 1. And the quicker we get rid of them, the better. Started making unreasonable demands.
Like what?
Went against the natural order.
Oh, because all the women are in charge.
But be warned, Counselor. These men are dangerous.
Yeah, but something just doesn't add up. You want them gone, but you were willing to not tell people what was happening. Sorry, I see the sick churn. Hold on.
A respiratory ailment? Is it contained?
I hope so. The key is to figure out how the virus is transmitted.
What I was saying earlier was, if you want those men gone, then why were you acting so odd about us taking them?
If we can isolate something unique to the Odin survivors, perhaps an element not otherwise found on Angel 1, we can utilize the Enterprise scanners.
Okay.
Mr. Data will need access to your library.
Our library is far too sophisticated for a man to comprehend.
I am an android, mistress.
Trent, see to the android's needs.
Trent doesn't look like he wants to.
The away team requests that we scan the planet's surface for traces of platinum.
Search pattern initiated now.
Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
This was delivered for you.
Oh.
Good. It's for my meeting with Beata.
You're not going to wear that.
Of course.
Well, let's see this outfit change.
On Kabatras, I had to wear furs to meet with the Leadership Council. And on Armus 9, I wore feathers.
Well, at least he's okay with it.
This objection doesn't have anything to do with the fact that Beata is a woman, and an attractive one, does it?
Of course not. Have you seen what the men wear?
In my opinion, you are no longer physically able to effectively command this vessel.
That is ridiculous, Doctor. I have an appointment with several Romulan battle crews.
Captain Picard, this is serious.
Is that an order, Doctor?
Yes.
Now go lay down, like a good captain.
Lieutenant LaForge, you have command until further notice.
Scanners indicate a platinum trace. Should I notify the away team?
Make it so.
Oh, Geordi's having a moment.
Tasha.
It suits you.
I gotta say, it's kind of sexy.
Actually, it feels quite comfortable.
How handsome you look.
If that's what we want to call it.
The Enterprise reports a possible location for Mr. Ramsey and the other survivors.
I'm suspicious. You had your opportunity to object, Ariel. You were in the minority. I have matters to attend to elsewhere.
Well, she is not happy.
Lieutenant Yar and Counselor Troy are completely qualified.
Very much so.
Inform them that you will remain here with me.
What are you up to?
Set phasers to stun.
I wish they weren't necessary.
Mistress Beata observed that Mr. Ramsey and his men are dangerous.
But are they really dangerous, or is that just the way that she perceives them?
Tasha!
Welcome. I've been expecting you.
Really? Oh, well, I guess they just assumed that Starfleet would send people eventually. Go to bed.
Guard the bridge.
Dang.
Engineering reports, computer mail.
He needs to go.
I'm sorry.
Poor thing.
I'm getting sick.
I'm sure half the ship knows that by now.
He can't help it.
The computer won't accept the variant climate controls.
There are people to do that job now.
Lieutenant Wong knows that system. I'm sure she'll be able to resolve all problems. Worf, thanks for the advice.
Here we go again.
7 years on an alien planet, and I sense no anticipation, no excitement of being rescued.
My shipmates and I have all taken wives. A few even have children.
Oh, wow.
You can't rescue a man from a place that he calls his home.
So would you rather just stay here?
Ramsey and his men are anarchists. I had to make sure you weren't here to fuel their struggle. Is that why you're here with me tonight? To learn?
I mean, you requested that he be here.
It is the men who are the fortunate ones, enjoying all life has to offer.
In our society, we share the responsibilities and the pleasures equally.
You have to remind me to thank them when they come back for giving us this time.
Ooh, look at Riker's face. So is Riker the Captain Kirk of the Next Generation?
Don't you find me attractive?
Yes, I find you very attractive.
But this is not why we're here.
You attract me like no man ever has.
But will you still respect me in the morning?
I hope so.
Ooh, alrighty.
Thank you, Trent.
What is that?
You may go.
Trent is not happy.
Compliments of the USS Enterprise. It's called an Albany meditation crystal.
Very impressive. And now I must repay you in kind.
But can't people just, walk in when they please? Oh, maybe she doesn't care.
But after the newness wore off, we started to see how the men were treated.
Mm-hmm.
There's no vote. There's no opinions.
They're just there.
There's no respect.
None of which is your concern any longer, Mr. Ramsey.
Despite their problems, Lieutenant, we happen to like it here on Angel 1. We're
so
not
again,
going anywhere.
Do you want to... Okay, he said they're not going anywhere.
Mistress Beata be damned.
Ooh.
Her wish is not my command, and neither is yours.
The Odin was not a starship, which means her crew is not bound by the Prime Directive.
Interesting. Okay.
There is absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Dang. I didn't even consider that.
The Romulans are your problem, Lieutenant. Trying to find an inoculant is mine.
Yeah, we all have our duties.
This virus mutates every 20 minutes.
What? That's crazy.
One thing before we go. You said you were expecting us.
Right.
Why?
I can't answer that.
I wish you would. It would be nice.
They're gone.
Ooh. I forgot all about her. That quick.
Oh, what a refreshing change to be with a man who knows what he wants.
Well, I mean, have you given the men a chance to do all that?
Men are not objects to be possessed, Mistress Beata.
Here come the other people. By the other people, I mean our people. Oh, never mind.
They have returned, Mistress, but without Ramsey or the others.
Your advanced technology has proven inadequate?
No.
Mr. Ramsey and the other survivors refused to leave.
You gave me your solemn word.
I'm sorry. There's nothing else we can do.
I'm sorry as well.
Oh, what is she about to do?
Since you refused to take them with you, I am left with no choice but to sentence them all to death.
What? Ooh, she getting on my last nerve.
It looks horrible. Tastes worse, but it's absolutely guaranteed to make you feel better.
What is it? Ew.
I knew you'd like it. Are you wearing cologne?
Oh no, is she about to get sick now?
Lieutenant Worf and I detected the same scent when we bumped into your son.
There's the connection.
An airborne particle whose sweet scent inspires deep inhalation.
Now go find the cure.
I have work to do.
Yes, you do. Run. Run like the wind, my dear.
You are excused, Doctor.
You just focus on staying alive.
The border outpost reports a contingent of 7 Romulan battlecruisers within sensor range.
Oh, geez.
Should hostilities erupt, both the outpost and the starship will be outgunned.
The Enterprise could fly in autopilot, but with that virus knocking down our crew, we're going to be in sorry shape if things turn ugly.
She's right.
It doesn't feel right to leave while Beata is determined to execute those people.
She has to find them first.
I mean, yeah, but she might be able to find them.
Before you go back to your ship, there's something I want you to see.
Well, that was quick. Oh, wait a minute. The lady.
We were no harm to anyone.
You brought this upon yourself. You and the traitor. One does not need the technology of the Enterprise to follow Mistress Ariel sneaking out to warn her husband. For tomorrow they will die together.
I mean, she doesn't look like she cares.
You claim to be an advanced society, and yet you resort to executions in order to suppress those who don't share your views?
I don't expect you to understand.
Because I'm only a man?
I mean, I'm sure that's what she's thinking.
You'll accomplish nothing with that attitude.
Let me try to convince them to leave here with us.
Will you also include those from this world who unwisely choose to follow Ramsey and his group?
Yes. All of them.
Oh, heck, she's probably going to be like, okay, be gone with all of them. May as well.
We're prepared to take your entire group with us.
That's very kind of you.
But it's a no.
But we're not going.
See?
You're scheduled to be executed tomorrow.
We don't want to die.
What is it, the principle of the thing?
We don't want to leave either.
There's no time to debate the issues. You're going with us whether you choose to go or not.
Dang, Riker.
Removing any of these people against their will would be a violation of several Starfleet regulations.
This is the Enterprise. Crusher here. Must be worse up there than we thought.
Yeah, she's answering.
I have 14 to beam up.
I can't allow it.
She doesn't want to risk everyone else getting sick.
Until I have a better idea what I'm dealing with, no one can beam up.
And she's moving as fast as she can.
Would this virus have any effect on Mr. Data?
Not likely.
Then send him up to help.
I want you to get the Enterprise into the neutral zone before it's too late.
Mistress Beata invites you to witness this morning's reaffirmation of Angel One's moral imperative.
Is that the civilized word for murder on this world?
Sounds like it to me.
To be precise, Commander, you ordered me to reach the neutral zone before it is too late. That leaves Dr. Crusher 48 minutes to develop an inoculant to the virus.
Y'all can do it.
47, sir.
All right, Data, bye.
We would be honored to witness your moral imperative in action.
His face. Oh, is there a problem now?
Our patient efforts to silence revolutionary voices have failed. Therefore, we are left with none but the most final alternative.
Ooh.
Your deaths will be swift and painless.
So you say.
May I speak?
Is this a plea for leniency?
Nothing of the sort. You're entitled to execute your laws, or your citizens as you see fit.
The way he delivered that line.
But I suspect it's not a revolution that Angel One is hoping to stop. It's evolution.
Oh.
Their presence here merely reinforced the change in attitudes between men and women. They became symbols around whom others who shared their views could gather.
She doesn't like this.
No power in the universe can hope to stop the force of evolution.
Ooh.
The execution of Mr. Ramsey and his followers may elevate them to the status of martyrs. Martyrs cannot be silenced.
He's right. Choose wisely. Ooh, she really doesn't care. Hey, didn't you say they die together, technically? I don't think Trent wants to do it. Never mind, there goes Trent.
Beata! Stop. We will adjourn to consider your words.
It's better than nothing.
Thank you. I don't know if it was enough.
We'll have to wait and see.
Bingo, Data.
Good.
Bingo?
She got it. She knows how to cure everybody.
Is that not a reference to an ancient Earth game?
Technically, yes.
It's also a reference to success, Data.
Come on, lady. We're on a time crunch.
After careful consideration, this legislature has voted to stay the execution of the prisoners. Their children will be returned to them immediately.
Okay.
Ramsey and his followers are to be exiled to a distant and unpopulated region. As some have observed, we may not be able to stop evolution, but perhaps we can reduce it to a slow crawl.
Honestly, the way that her character was portrayed, I really didn't think she was going to do this.
Can be very clever, Commander Riker.
Anyone can be very clever.
There will now be only 3 to beam up.
Welcome home.
It's good to be back.
And the captain?
The captain is fine, thank you.
Oh, you don't sound fine.
Mr. Data has been briefing me on the away team's comportment, #1. I look forward to your reports.
Don't we have a call to pay on the Romulans, Captain?
Warp 6, on your mark, sir.
Poor Captain Picard. Engage.
Sir?
Engage.
Oh, that was funny. While I very much enjoyed seeing another female-led society, Beata was getting on my last nerve. She was working my nerve like no other. Because one minute it's, well, we can't exactly tell y'all, what the situation is with these survivors or whatever. But, she was just so confusing a little bit. It was even more confusing when we finally got to Ramsey and he's just kind of like, yeah, sorry, we're not going. And it's like, well, darn, she wants y'all gone. You don't want to leave. It was a lot in this particular episode, but it was still interesting. I would have to say that episode 13, I enjoyed that one more. This one, I will say that I enjoyed Riker's speech, especially with, even though she was like, what is this, like a plea for leniency or whatever? And he was like, oh no, I just want to chit chat. But the way that he did it and what he said, I very much did enjoy it. I'm glad that she was able to realize, well, wait a minute, hold on, maybe we should talk about this again. Good luck to them. They're for being sent to a place that's really hard to live on, but hey, they get to live. You don't got to see them ever again, and we're all just going to be happy. Very nice for Dr. Crusher. We're going to talk about her very quickly, finding the cure, because honestly, we see this a lot with the doctors. We saw it with McCoy. We see it with her, where it's like, I can't figure this out, but we're going to figure it all out eventually. I will say that with the Next Generation, we've seen a few other people in sickbay, but it's not like when we had Nurse Chapel and we got to see her interact with Dr. McCoy and we got to see them, you know, work together. Dr. Crusher, I don't really see an assistant specifically by name that we know of with her at this particular point. I don't know if that's going to happen later on. Would be nice to see, because in a way, the Next Generation makes it feel like she's by herself all the time trying to figure things out. But we know that sickbay has more staff. I don't know, just something that I would like to see a little bit more. Not that it's a complaint, but it's just something I noticed, especially with this episode. Really don't have too much more to say about this one. I feel like the episode really just spoke for itself. Not sure if this one would even make a top 10, but I mean, hey, I got plenty more of season 1 to go, so we'll see what happens. Very quickly, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so that you guys know whenever I upload, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!